the statement at the beginning of the agenda?
I can take care of that.
Thank you.
Okay, can everybody hear me fine?
Yes.
Okay. On March 4th, 2020, Governor Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. On September 16th, 2021, Governor Newsom signed Assembly Bill 361, AB 361, which was effective immediately and amends Government Code Section 54953 to allow a local legislative body to hold public meetings via teleconferencing and to make public meetings accessible telephonically or otherwise electronically to all members of the public seeking to observe and address the local legislative body. Pursuant to AB 361, please be advised that members of the Education Commission may participate in meetings telephonically. The public may view the meeting and participate in public remotely.
Thank you. I now call this meeting to order on Thursday, January 13th at 5:02 p.m. And then we're going to go ahead and get a roll call, please.
Chairperson Francis de Leon Sanchez,
Present.
Commissioner Oscar Boado Jr.,
Present.
Commissioner Miguel Flores,
Present.
Commissioner Cristina Paulo,
Present.
Commissioner Jonathan Herrera.
Thank you. We have everybody here to meet quorum. And then can you tell me if the posting of the agenda was posted on time or if this is going to be a special meeting?
It's going to be a special meeting.
Are there any public comments on the agenda today? No, no. public?
No.
We'll go ahead and move on. Any calendar items for consent? No, okay,
None.
none. Thank you so much. And then can I get approval of the minutes from our meeting on December 9th, 2021? Is there any deletions or additions or revisions to those minutes? No. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes, please?
Motion to approve that.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Motion second.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll approve those minutes from the December 9th meeting. And now we'll move on to our discussion items. If we can start off with the update from Recreation and Community Service Department, please.
Yes, absolutely. First of all, nice to meet you all. It's my first time here. Just a quick update regarding a few of our items. Our self-defense workshop, unfortunately, out of abundance of caution, this past week, we had to cancel our class due to the rising numbers of COVID. But we are planning to have our next workshop on February 12th. So we do encourage the community to come out and partake in the workshop. We've had up to 25 residents so far be part of the workshop. So we think it's been successful, and hopefully, we can still have a few more members come and join us for our self-defense workshop upcoming February 12th, and that'll be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Just another quick update regarding our mobile pet clinic. We're having that this Saturday, January 15th, and we've made a minor change to the time of the pet clinic. It used to be from 12 to 2 p.m. Now it's going to be from 1 to 3 p.m. And the reason for that is just we've noticed that the clinic usually would get here rush or get here a little bit late to our park. So we thought we would give them a little bit of cushion to make sure that they're here on time. Usually they're rushing from City of Southgate because they provide that service over there. So now we just wanted to give them a little wiggle room to make sure they're here on time, and we can provide that service to all of our residents. And we also, regarding our recreation classes, we have a few classes ongoing. We have our Bell Gardens hip hop dance class. That's probably our newest class. We currently have 23 participants, which means it's going really well for us, since it's only been about a month or two that we've had the class. We also have our fusion dance class. We have over 40 participants. We have our I Can Dance and our Ballet Folklorico. So all these classes are ongoing, monthly registration. We're taking, so anybody can sign up at any time. Unfortunately, we do have one of our instructors for Ballet Folklorico, Mr. Miguel Bracamontes. He's falling ill. So it seems like he's not going to be able to continue with the class. So currently we're in talks with a current resident that used to be part of his class that might be able to take over instructing the class for Ballet Folklorico, since we've had this class for many years. So we want to make sure we pick the right person to be able to fill in those shoes that Mr. Bracamontes is leaving behind. We have our creative class, our creative kids class, which is our preschool program that's also ongoing. We have our courses for our 3-year-olds and for our 4-year-olds. Our 4-year-olds are Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and our 3-year-olds are Tuesday, Thursdays. And we have also our upcoming Slice of Art class, which is like a general art class that we want to provide for the community. We have 3 different age groups for that, which is ages 4 and 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 13. So we're currently taking registration for that class, and we're hoping we have a really good turnout for it. And that's it for me for now.
Hi, everybody. Good evening and Happy New Year. I'll just add a couple more things. As Ramon mentioned, COVID has continued to have an impact on our operations in the department. And we continuously are pausing and resetting and trying to offer what we can, and then create other programs or services that are needed. We have continued with the robust testing, though like in many other sites, unfortunately, a lot of times the results take 4 to 5 days. And I think that's becoming pretty standard. I saw something on the news this morning, said one family not from our site, but waited 9 days from another site. But we are offering testing at Bell Gardens Veterans Park Monday through Friday from 11 to 5, and we will be offering them this Monday on the holiday. Our vaccines remain robust. This week alone, we vaccinated 549 people, both combination of boosters and first and second time. So again, we're trying to do our part to help eradicate this awful pandemic. And then another noteworthy is our supper program, our grab and go, meal program for children has reached a milestone of 514,000 meals served over the last 90 weeks. And so we're really proud of that. We're catching up to McDonald's. Just kidding. But that is something that we're really proud of, because we know that there is food insecurity in our community. And I know that we have residents from local areas coming in and helping themselves to the free grab and go meals. And then Saturday, we also have our monthly food distribution that'll also happen at Bell Gardens Veterans Park starting at 10 o'clock. We have food for 500 families. And again, there's no registration required. Anybody that needs assistance can come in. And then our senior program, we started to offer the in-person congregate meal program, and now we've had to shift back to the delivery of frozen meals. So again, it's constantly fluid, and we're trying to provide programming on a limited basis. At the senior center, our community family service center remains very robust in offering a number of services, consumer action, everything from utility assistance, rental assistance, and most recently, the state has instituted a mortgage relief program. And so that is another service that we have begun to provide assistance. It's called the California Mortgage Relief Program. So anybody affected by COVID, the program has launched. I will ask Diana to send you all the information so you can get that to any of constituents or anybody you know as far as the mortgage relief, but we will assist anybody and everybody that needs assistance at the Community Family Service Center. And that's it. We're almost complete with the migration. We're of transferring from Max Galaxy to ActiveNet, which is our registration process. And that's something that will kick off here on January 20th. And then if you stop by the John Anson Ford Park, the sports center, that's going under a major renovation. I know you all saw the gymnasium when we did the scholarship event. Well, finally, after everything has been put on hold, there were backlogs, things were on ships and everything, the furniture, the flooring and everything's getting installed. So by the end of this month, that whole facility will be transformed into a brand new, wonderful facility with the entrance and state-of-the-art with ADA compliance. And so we're really excited about that. And that's all I have as far as the department update. We continue to let the community know that we are once again pivoting and doing what we can to help combat this. And we just ask for everybody's patience, and we are trying to do our best to get ourselves through this. So that's all I have. Thank you. I don't know if you have any questions.
Thank you. I don't have a question, but I do have a comment. I'll open it for discussion on this item right now. Regarding all the things that the city is offering, especially the testing. I know that earlier this week, I actually went to testing at the park, and I just wanted to commend the city and our residents because there was a lot of people there, in line, but people were patient, they were understanding. And then people that had tested the week before were coming, kind of just to get information of like, hey, I haven't gotten my results yet. What do I need to do? So I think the fact that everybody's really being patient and working together and being understanding of the situation, but the fact that the city's offering it for our residents is just a great thing. So thank you so much. Anybody else want to come up?
Yeah, I have just a small suggestion. I've gone to the testing site at the Veterans Park. I think it would probably be a lot helpful if the QR code that was posted inside on the wall, if it was outside, like on a tent sign or something. I felt like a line was forming and you couldn't scan that code until you got inside the room. So I think it would be helpful if they placed that outside in like on a tent sign or something. Just a suggestion.
Absolutely, that's a great idea. We can make that happen, and I'll go ahead and email staff. We can probably get it done as early as tomorrow, just to be out there ready. As far as numbers, just so that you're aware, the week between the week just before Christmas, we were testing on an average 45 to 50 people a day. The week between Christmas and New Year's, and then after, it became 450 people a day. And so it just skyrocketed. And unfortunately, we had to make some adjustments, but that's a great idea. Christina will go ahead and take you up on that. Thank you for your suggestion.
I think you guys actually do have those already, Roseanne, because when I went earlier this week, there was about 3 of those tents up, the like pizza, full things with the QR code really big. So, and it was in English and Spanish, because that was a thing too, that I know that there's some Spanish speakers that their phones, they don't have updated phones, so they didn't know how to scan the QR code, so they did have to wait till they went inside.
Okay, yeah, and just as a note, you can make the appointment online and input your information and then go down there so that when you give them your information, you don't have to go through it all. So you can do it ahead of time, because I know I did that too. And so, and just on another note, I am working with a resource to get an antigen test distribution that will happen in Bell Gardens. So that should happen here in another week. So thank you.
Oscar? You have-
Thank you. Yeah, I just 2 points. First of all, I noticed the registration started for the youth basketball program. I know there was conflicting information with the website and also with Instagram. And then add to that, basically the surge in COVID. And I was asked from a few residents and even myself, including where I want to register my nephew, as far as when is there, I know the deadline's passed. Is that getting extended or what's happening with that?
So it did get extended until January 20th. When I left the office to come here at home so that I could take this, the staff was on a Zoom with the county, and we were anticipating that there was going to be a pause placed. It was all about youth sports. So I haven't gotten a report back from them, but it has been extended until registration until the 20th. At any rate, it's very fluid. And I am anticipating that there will be a pause. I did speak with the director from LA County, and they are doing a pause. So I'm guessing that that's what's going to happen on our end of it. So I will get that information. I can email it to you, Oscar, and then that way you can get your nephew enrolled. And if you want to be a coach, that's even better.
Perfect. And then second point to this was, my parents went to get a booster shot. And I was really impressed by the staff as far as there was a line for people that had appointments and those walk-ins. Very professional, efficient, and kudos to the team. I mean, and this was pre-surge. And then talking back to the testing, like everybody's having issues with that. Even I work for one of the largest healthcare providers in the state, and we have a lot of issues right now with the testing. So I'm glad people are patient. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, we're also extending hours, I think, starting next week for the boosters, because the boosters for children 12 and over were approved, I believe, last week. And so we're starting to see a little bit more of a surge in the trying to get in for boosters after school. So we're adjusting those hours next week so that children can come over after school and meet their parents after work. So those are some things that are being adjusted for next week just to meet the need.
Any other discussion on this item, agenda item? No, okay, we'll go ahead and move on to the next agenda item, which is the essay contest update. I know last time, Christina, you brought up the idea, and then we decided that it would happen in March around Cesar Chavez Day, and there was going to be an ad hoc committee. So I think we want an update as to see what's happening with the ad hoc committee.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up and see what was going on with the ad hoc committee because I didn't hear back from anybody.
Did anybody get my email today?
I did not.
I
want to say I did. Let me.
So I sent out an email in regards to the essay contest / art contest. It was an extensive calendar with what was approved as far as a budget of $5,000 for prizes and awards. It was emailed to all of you by Estrella on my behalf. I can text her right now and just have her resend that to you. But it lays out the calendar. It lays out a presentation at the at the council meeting. So the kickoff would be on February 14th at the council meeting. And then it would go through March 14th. There's a period of time from next week to for the next 2 weeks for the ad hoc committee to meet to develop the criteria. Also within the email is the suggested criteria or some topics of discussion that could be used by the ad hoc committee, just topics. I just put a bunch of things in. I also made a suggestion that if you would like to incorporate honoring an educator who maybe submits a lesson plan on this particular project, so that maybe we can incentivize some of the teachers to do this, and you can determine how you would like to use the $5,000 for prizes, whether it's art, whether it's, and again, the ad hoc committee would have to decide what age group. I put in there K through 12, but that's up to you. I kind of left it blank. But if maybe you can have a quick discussion, I'm going to call Estrella right now at the office and have her email it right over to you.
I could confirm. I received it at 11:22 this morning through the city emails.
Oh,
My city email's not working right now, so
Okay.
can you forward it to my personal?
I just forwarded to you, Christina.
yeah, it just came through. Thank you.
And when you
Talking and I'm muted. I don't know if you can view it while we're online. I just kind of framed a program together as far as timeline. I did discuss it with the higher ups, but it would be February 14th through March 14th for the children to submit. And then you would have approximately 7 to 10 days to judge them. We would announce on social media who the winners were on March 31st, which is Cesar Chavez's birthday. And then on, I believe, April 11th, we would make the awards of the prizes at the council meeting on April 11th. So it kind of lays it out in a timeline if that works for everybody. But I just made some suggestions that also that maybe we be inclusive of special needs, of children who have special needs. However, I know we have a couple of educators on the panel, and so that maybe there could be some suggestions. I'm not an educator, but I just think that in an attempt to be as inclusive as possible, that we come up with criteria that would work for children with special needs or special education. And so that was for the review. And then going forward, it would be coordinating meetings with staff, which would be Ana Avalos and or Ramon Escobedo.
And when would the ad hoc committee get together?
That's at your pleasure, starting next week.
And if I recall, it's Christina and Miguel, correct? You guys are part of that? ad hoc?
Correct. And that's in the report also, as far as Miguel Flores and Cristina Paulo. And as far as that goes, I also took the liberty of, like I said, of some essay topics, but you're more than welcome to identify or establish what you would like to see as the topic. It could be a topic for high school versus a topic for middle school versus something for the younger generation, so that it stays age appropriate. I also believe that the criteria needs to state that the student must reside in Bell Gardens, and public or private school, but must reside in Bell Gardens. They don't necessarily have to go to school in Bell Gardens, but they have to reside in Bell Gardens. And just so that everybody knows, we have $50,000 in the scholarship program. And that is what we normally do for the high school scholarships. And so what I did is I did a cutaway from that 50,000 and allocated 5,000 for this scholarship program, and hoping that that would be sufficient to provide awards for that. I also kind of did a little bit of research, and there were some schools or school districts that did essay contests and art contests, and they actually gave away art supplies in addition to maybe a monetary award. So that might be something to consider. And again, I put that in the report for consideration by staff and the ad hoc committee.
Any further discussion on this item? Were you guys able to look at the report?
Yeah, it's very detailed and it's excellent, actually. I forwarded it to you, Francis.
Yes, I got
Got
it.
it? Okay, awesome.
Yeah. I like the idea of doing the art contest and giving some art supplies. So that's a good suggestion, definitely. And then,
Again, it's the pleasure of the commission, and I'll leave it up to staff and the ad hoc committee to make those determinations when they sit down with staff. And again, we can do these via Zoom. Ramon can take the initiative and set up these so that we don't have any issues with in-person meetings, but we can set those up for next week.
our next meeting is in February, so it'll be February 10th, a couple of days before the contest. So maybe at that time, if Miguel and Christina, you guys can go ahead and share with us at that meeting what you decide upon and how the essay contest and art contest is going to roll out. Would that be okay?
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Just to
The other
confirm.
major thing, just as a suggestion, Chairperson De Leon Sanchez, you can always schedule a special meeting just for this item prior to that, so that if there's any adjustments that need to be made to whatever is going to be sent out, you can schedule that meeting maybe the first week of February, so that there's a little bit more time to make whatever adjustments, and just call it a special education commission meeting.
Thank you so much for that suggestion. I think definitely we can do that. So if all of you are available the first Thursday of February, which is February 3rd, I would love to meet. So if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm open to that. I think that's a good idea. I had a follow-up question for Roseanne. When Commissioner Paulo and I agree like what dates we can meet, we want us to notify Ramon and yourself. That way any staff can join us. Do you have a preference for time?
No, I'm going to leave this up to Anna and Ramon.
Okay.
So you can email both of them, and that way they can work with you on that schedule.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And yes, to confirm, I think February 3rd works out. Commissioner Paulo?
That works for me too.
Does that work for you, Oscar and Jonathan, as well? If we do a special meeting February? Yeah, okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and calendar that. Any other discussion regarding this item?
Will I be able to get maybe the emails or contact information for Commissioner Christina, Paulo, and Miguel Flores in order for, to contact each other and set up a date for our meeting?
Ramon, I think Daisy has it, but we need to confirm which email addresses they're using. I know
Okay.
some of the commissioners have opted for city emails, and some are still using their personal. So if we might want to just do both, make sure that they get it.
Okay,
But Estrella also has a roster, so that will help you with that task.
sounds good.
Any other discussion regarding that item? No, okay, we'll go ahead and move on. Is there any public comments on non-agenda items at this time?
No.
No, okay. And so at this time, we'll move on to commissioner comments.
Okay, I'll go first. I just want to again applaud Roseanne and her staff for the continued work they continue to do with all the services they continue to offer our residents, not only with the COVID testing and the vaccinations that are going on. As we've all seen, testing has been very hard to get lately with the surge. So I'm very happy to hear that they continue to test and offer vaccinations to our residents. I'm also happy to hear about their supper grab program. As we all know, many in this vicinity have food insecurity, so I'm very happy to hear that they continue to offer those supper programs to our residents. And I'm just very pleased with the timeline that the staff has outlined for the essay contest. Thank you.
I want to piggyback on that. I also want to just, of course, applaud it. I have bragged so much about the city and the vaccination, and when I got my booster, how just streamlined it was, especially when other people are saying, where do I go? What am I doing? I'm like, go to Bell Gardens. Go to Bell Gardens. They have everything there. And to be honest, it gives me such a sense of pride to be able to do that, and just overwhelming joy with the perseverance and just all of the effort that's happening out of the department. I'm personally very happy for the essay contest moving on and happening, but the kid in me is very happy for the Ford Park renovation, not only as a old time coach, but also as a young player. I had nowhere to go. That was pretty much where I lived for a long time. So very happy and looking forward to all the updates.
I guess I could go. Once again, I want to thank Roseanne and her team. Amazing job. We're going through some challenging times right now, which I thought there would be over 2 years, or it seems like we've been in this mess forever, right? And then just every time I think we're done with it, and it's another curveball, but yet Bell Gardens takes it to another level, especially helping our community. I got my booster shot at Bell Gardens because it was so efficient and easy. And that speaks volume, even working at a healthcare provider. Another thing that's amazing, all those programs and services are providing for our residents, mortgage relief, renter's assistance, on and on and on. So thanks for everything that you do, Roseanne. I really appreciate it.
I'll go next. I feel like all of you have said just all of the things, but I just want to kind of say thank you to all of everyone here that's on the commission and all of the Bell Gardens staff, and just kind of all that you're doing to make sure that everyone here is safe and everyone is doing the best that they can.
Thank you. And like everybody said, just thanks so much for everything that the city's doing. I'm just really proud to be part of the city of Bell Gardens and be a resident. And, you know, like Miguel said, I do brag about the city all the time. Growing up here and, you know, just borderline Downey, even if I worked for Downey for a long time, I'm like, nope, Bell Gardens this, Bell Gardens that. And so, you know, it just goes to show all the work that the city employees are doing for our residents. And I know that people are starting to come to Bell Gardens as well. For example, when we're doing the food distribution at Ford Park, I had a couple of people, they're like, oh, we saw it on Facebook and we're just so happy your city's doing this. Like, thank you. And I'm like, oh, you're not even a resident, but you're coming to like participate. That's awesome. So the fact that there was just so much food as well to give out, and, you know, just all the services that the city's providing. So, you know, thank you wholeheartedly. And like I said, I'm really proud to be part of the city.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for all the comments. I mean, I am extremely proud of the staff and all of the efforts because this is definitely a team effort. This could not be done without everybody committing to ensuring that residents are getting the best services that are available here because they deserve it. And I just wanted to say thank you. This will be my last commission meeting. I am rejoining the ranks of the retired. And I will be retired at the end of this month, which is in about a few days. I have about 8 working days left. And I just wanted to say it's been an honor and a privilege to work for the city of Bell Gardens. I truly believe that this was a great place. I was in the right place at the right time during a horrific time, but I think there's reasons for everything, and you're put in a place where you're supposed to be during a specific period of time. I've been here a little bit over 2 years, and I have seen the growth in staff. I've seen things that I don't think I've ever would have seen. And maybe if the pandemic hadn't hit, we would not have achieved these. And I'm just so proud of the staff. I will miss you guys. I am happy that you're going to continue on in educational opportunities for the children, because I think education is the key. And we need to move forward with all of that. So I just wanted to say thank you, and that I appreciate all of the good work that you all are doing. And so I will say, I'll see you later, not goodbye, but I'll see you later, and hope to visit and see all the good work that is going to be done here in the city of Bell Gardens. So thank you very much.
No, thank you, Roseanne. I think you were such an essential and vital part of a lot of the progress that happened within the last couple of years. So I'm sad to see you go into retirement, but also congratulations that you're going back into retirement. But definitely, I know that, you know, you just were a very essential part to a lot of things happening. So thank you so much.
Yeah, just to add that, I think you left your mark here at the city of Bell Gardens. I mean, being a longtime resident, over 40 years plus, I mean, it's been day and night the last few years. So I'm really gonna miss you.
Roseanne, I just also want to thank you for all the work you did in the city. Your work does not go unnoticed, and your leadership has been paramount in everything that has taken place throughout this pandemic. So I just want to say thank you and wish you the happiest retirement.
Yeah, same here, Roseanne. Just to echo what Oscar was mentioning, day and night, and also clearly the bar that you set is definitely reflective of where we've always wanted the city to be and where it's going. And I think just as a resident and just as a member of this commission, just thank you, because you've definitely raised the bar and set it up pretty high so we can continue to meet that vision.
Okay, so if there's no other comments, can I get a motion to adjourn this meeting, please?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
I'll second that motion.
I adjourn this meeting at 5:40 on January 13th. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great evening.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Y'all, nice to meet you guys.